talking about all this spice.
Yeah.
This, I mean, allegedly.
Drake took the term hot ones to a whole nother level.
Honestly.
Allegedly.
So, super alleged. It just makes me wonder, like, how many of these random, like, Instagram thoughts is he with?
A lot. Probably.
Like, a lot, probably.
Yeah.
So, like, allegedly, there's this Instagram model, and they're hanging out, and he says, you want to go back to my place? Mm-hmm. And apparently, he's, like, he makes it very, very clear his consent, like, policy. Yeah. Apparently, that was one thing that was...
Because when, like, I first
when I first saw the whole thing, I was like, oh, shit, is someone trying to out Drake, right?
Yeah.
And then it says, like, he was a very, very big on consent. I'm like, okay. As someone like Drake, you probably have to be.
You have to be, yeah.
So then you, you can't just spontaneously get into the moment with things. Mm-mm. So he gets, he fills out all of his paperwork. She fills out the application or whatever she got to do. And so then he goes into the restroom, comes out with the condom on, right? Does his thing, goes back into the restroom, end of the session.
Yeah.
At which point she goes into the restroom to fish the condom out, starts allegedly pouring the used condom stuff.
Just funneling it in.
Funneling it into, of course, try to get her one of them cash babies.
Which I don't think it works that way.
But it's worth a try if you're in that position, you an Instagram thought, and you just got Drake, it's worth a shot.
I guess. She didn't even get the turkey baster. I feel like that would work.
That's what I'm saying. Something, right?
Yeah,
Something.
Yeah.
So, long story short, she begins to feel a burning sensation and starts screaming, at which point Drake admits to having put hot sauce in the condom as a spermicide to kill the sperm. Mm-hmm. And then everyone starts being like, that's some Drake shit. That's the fact that he could think about that, have that foresight to be like, if the girl tries to do some wild shit like this, she's going to be in for a rude awakening.
You think he did like did he have like the little packet? Did he have the little bottle? Like,
I think he had the little bottle. I think he keeps the little bottle in the little side. Like, so I bet you it's like toothpaste, deodorant, hot sauce. Like, I bet you he keeps it in there.
So like it's like next to the lube. Like,
yeah. And he probably has a special like okay, wherever he puts his condom, because if he went into the restroom and put a condom on, he probably has a condom drawer
right.
with whatever else he might need. You? Dog.
I know.
Dog.
I know.
I could count on one hand the amount of times I used a condom.
Boy.
I feel like
You're a wild boy.
I truly feel like I can count on one hand.
You're a crazy person.
Like, actually, I had to re-up because of all the condoms you stole from me. One time,
hey man, we're not talking about that.
One time, and then I remember like I just happened to have
high school.
I remember I happened to have some just chilling there in a bag. It was like some free ones, right?
Yeah.
And Alicia had found them hoes one day. This was like earlier into like our relationship. Like we lived together, but I guess but it was like on our first apartment. And she finds these and she's like, "Who are you using these on?"
Yeah.
Because you sure as hell.
And you're like, oh shit, I forgot I had them.
I'm like, oh damn, they are there, huh? And then I thought about it. I'm like, it does seem kind of weird. Why am I holding on to these?
Yeah.
For who?
Break in case of emergency.
Right?
Yeah. No, but yeah. So I'm sure he's got like the drawer, right? And then like there's probably like lube, all these things, and then the hot sauce for after.
Exactly.
And it's all labeled.
Yeah, he probably has the system. He has. He probably he probably don't even have it in a hot sauce bottle. Yeah. He probably has like in some sort of OVO container.
Yeah.
Like just so it looks like
a cologne.
Yeah. So it does not like she's not out here. Look, where is the fucking Tabasco sauce?
And the thing that I think is weird though is like most condoms are clear. She ain't worried when that shit look a different color.
I mean, unless it is kind of weird. But maybe you're not thinking about that.
Because, bro, if you see one and there's red inside of it, you're like, oh, AIDS or something crazy. Like, I don't know.
But it's Drake. Maybe you think about it like that's the
secret sauce?
That's the secret sauce.
Literally.
Yes. So, I don't know, man. For one, I don't know if anyone's done the real research. Even if it doesn't actually kill the sperm, it definitely changes the compound to a degree, right? Like it's got to I bet you it's not going to work the same.
Yeah.
That way. I mean, it's got vinegar in it. It just
it has to be like a mad vinegar. Yo, what if he used the bomb
Whoa, yo.
That's sadistic.
If he would have used like the last dab redux or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be sadistic. Like Sean Evans is like sending them to Drake.
Yeah, like just on the side, hey, in the future, we got these specific ones.
Yeah.
It's beyond insanity.
Yeah.
They're definitely not going to try that again after this one.
Bro. But that's so crazy, though, that like he has to do something.
Of course, because everyone, you got to know, like, you're trying to do your thing and you're trying to have fun. And I mean, let's be real. When you're in that situation, it's you're trying to like think straight when you're not thinking straight. Mm-hmm. So like you got to have like these systems put in place, these checks and balances. Yeah, these checks and balances in your game because you can't always trust that like you're going to be in the right state of mind.
Yeah, it is. You do be thinking different when you're using that head.
You be saying things that you afterwards you're like, why the fuck did I say that shit? You be making false promises,
bro. The post clarity,
dude. The post clarity is ridiculous. You're like, damn, I agreed to clean the kitchen, didn't I? Yeah. Like you'll be thinking, you'll be like, fuck, man.
Oh, I gotta wash both cars. Huh?
Damn. She said, all right, bet, real quick, but you gonna take the trash out after.
Yeah.
It's cold outside.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that at the time.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, you're just thinking back to all the...
I gotta put clothes back on. Huh.
So it's so lucky also that, like, we have wives, though, because when you start getting that with someone, like, you be saying things in that moment.
That sounds insane.
You be saying things you truly don't mean.
I mean, I've never had many, like, one-night stands, so I don't know, but I would assume.
Nah, it's even worse because, like, I know you didn't have one-night stands, but you weren't flirting over text message?
No.
Because that's the wildest thing.
Yeah?
Because you'll be saying some things via text in that mind state that you just like...
Oh, you're like, I'm not that flexible, but sure, I'm going to say this.
Not even. You just be like... Yeah, you just be talking reckless. Saying, I mean...
It's going to last 2 hours.
I don't even know if I want to say this story to you. So, like, this was before Alicia and I lived together and stuff. Like, we were, like, talking. I don't even think we were, like, dating officially at the time.
Yeah.
And we just being reckless on the phone. But it's like that I'm laying in bed and I'm, like, about to fall asleep, but I'm, like, opening one eye.
Yeah.
And responding.
Yeah.
All I remember is the last message was, like, a joking come over text.
Yeah.
At which point, I fall asleep.
Oh, no.
And my thought was, she ain't even got a car. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
This girl done got an Uber.
Oh, no.
And I fell asleep.
Oh, no.
And then she's just texting me.
Yeah. And
she's knocking on the door. And I'm asleep.
Your parents' door?
Yeah. And the next day, I mean, no one heard her. The next morning, I had to find out she done Ubered back. I just felt so bad because it was one of those, like, you're thinking in a certain way, but it's like, it wasn't like a serious, like, when you're saying those things, you're not being for real.
Yeah.
You're like, this hypothetical.
Yeah.
Like, you should hypothetically come over.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just some of those things where you're like, damn, I done really fucked up. And then I really wonder, like, why girls and then we wonder why girls think men are trash.
Yeah.
We have dual personalities in life regardless. Like, all right, think about it.
Yeah, because, you know, we losing a lot of blood. It ain't going to our brain.
And here's the thing is, the only time that, like, we don't get an excuse for that. Girls get an excuse when they're on their period and they're PMSing for the same reason about all that blood. No one be worrying about our blood. No one be worrying about...
It don't leave our body, though, dog.
Might as well, dog. Might as well. Because we ain't in our right minds, dog. We definitely ain't not. We're definitely not. So, I don't know. I just feel like we should be getting the same, like...
It's crazy, though, because it's kind of like being in Mario and you get the star, you know?
And then the weird thing is, too, like...
But also, like, you're not thinking straight.
You ever be getting, like, ghost things where you're like, yo, who around? Like, you ever be awkwardly like, yo, I'm in a room full of bros right now.
No, what the fuck?
Like, no, but you're not like, you're like, what the hell just...
Yo, the homie kind of cute.
Yo... I really think it's time to open up and start being able to admit when the homie's cute.
Okay.
Like, just for the sake of, like, because we just all embrace this whole talking shit to each other. And, like, if we say something just slightly less toxic, then it's a compliment.
Oh,
but, why can't we just be like, yo, the homie looking cute today, right?
Yeah.
and then everyone agree that the homie's looking cute.
Yeah.
Build their self-confidence up for the day. Let them go out about in a good mood.
That's true.
As opposed to just being like, damn, bro, those are the shoes you gonna wear today?
Hey,
and then the whole day you just walking around thinking like, should I wear some different shoes? I was gonna put the Vans on.
Yeah.
I really was, but
I didn't.
But I didn't. I thought this was gonna be it. And then you're just walking around thinking about it the whole time. The homie should be propping you up.
That's true.
I just want to say
Build your homies up.
We need to change the movement.
Yeah.
Make homies great again.
Ooh, make homies great again.
Because right now,
yeah,
like it's been the thing where like if we ain't talking shit to each other, we probably ain't homies. Because the problem is usually you're nice to people you just meet.
Yeah.
And then once you know them, then you can start being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But like, why can't we just build our homies up?
We not pieces of shit to each other.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're not, which is weird. Are we even homies, dog? Now that I'm thinking about it, dog.
Here's the thing: we're not toxic homies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
we're being the change we want to see in the world.
Because I got some toxic homies.
Yeah.
I definitely have some toxic homies. Where like all we be trying to do is see how much we can offend each other.
Oh God.
It'd be a mess.
I don't think I'm too sensitive for that. To be honest.
You ain't ever roasted your homie back and forth about their families until one of them hangs up?
Not since like high school, bro. Like I just, no.
I'll be talking about their kids, actually, their moms, baby mamas.
I vividly remember like after like 9th grade, I was like, this is exhausting. Like,
you're like, I'm not as witty.
Yeah. Well, no, I was, but I was like, what do I get out of this?
True, especially if you're not the best one. Then you just get a good one sometimes.
Yeah, and then
if you do, oh man, bro, don't get a good one on the good guy because it'll be like, why you talking? The second you hear the why you talking, you know you messed up and it's a wrap.
Or like, I hate this is what would happen to me. I'd be like in the shower, like, oh no, like I could have said this.
I'd be doing that with conversations. Like, I had a Bad Bunny debate the other day.
And I try to, like, start back up, and then it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, it's never going to be the same. It was in the moment. I had a Bad Bunny debate the other day because someone was trying to tell me that they didn't like their kids listening to Bad Bunny because, like, he's so overtly sexual and stuff like that. Like, he was talking about, like, for young kids, like, that whole ass-eating line that be catching everybody by surprise.
Yeah.
Like, things like that where I'm like... And, like, I was trying to, like, have my debate. And I had some points and stuff. And then I'm driving down the street the other day. And I'm like, fuck, I could have talked about how he modernized in Mexican culture. Like, I'm like, I had so many things I could have said. Yeah. Because, I mean, every artist does that. Like, Daddy Yankee was sexualizing people. But he thinks that for some reason...
Gasolina is a dirty-ass song.
But I feel like the way Bad Bunny does it, in his opinion, is, like... an extra level.
It depends also how much Spanish his kids know, because if they're like a Yo No Sabo kid, they just hear like they just like how the voice sounds. They don't even know what he's saying.
But that's me. But they know Spanish. Like
okay.
Like that they live with and stuff like that only know Spanish. So like they.
Well, I think as a parent, you get that choice, right?
Of course, because
part of me, we're always saying like don't censor the artist, like or anything. Let the parents do their parents should just do their job,
But what happens is parents still don't do their job. They just because they don't do their job, they complain
just bitch about it.
They complain because they know that they're giving their kids a tablet with the whole world on it.
Yeah, because it's easier to bitch about it than to do something.
So instead, they're gonna be like, "It's so crazy. I'm giving them the whole internet. Can you believe there's crazy shit on the internet?"
Yeah, like no, I can't.
Yeah, it's like dog. It's the internet. Yeah, like why would you give them a gateway to it then?
Literally. Like even when cable was big, there used to be parental controls.
I mean, I'm saying we have parental controls now, but to be honest, I don't even know if anybody knows how to use them.
Yeah, isn't there YouTube for kids?
There's the kids YouTube, kids Netflix.
I've heard even in the YouTube for kids, wild stuff sneaks in.
Yeah, because people are crazy.
Yeah,
and people want to. I don't even know what people's goal is. You know what I mean?
It's just sickness.
I think it's just to be like, can I get away with it? Can I do this?
I don't know.
But let's get into a few other things here.
Let's actually start the podcast.
Let's start the podcast.